can understand that if you make the effort to extend your mind to the feeling that people go through on a daily, on a weekly. I tend, there's so many people who tend to criticize others and their actions at times, but we don't spend enough time trying to understand why they act in that manner. Proven that human beings are generally not spontaneous. There are factors that lead to behavior, to behavior, and there are behavioral patterns. So after a week of toil, of work, it is natural to want to live a little. And I encourage Trinbagonians, although they may not need encouragement, but no, relax at the end of the day, kiss your children, take them out to play, live, smile. Don't stay wrapped up in the challenges. Don't stay wrapped up in the element of battle that you sometimes have to put yourself in to cope with life on a daily, right? Live a little. We are Trinbagonian, and it does not have to be something that costs a lot. Don't try to keep up with people. Don't try to keep up with the pace of those who have. You keep your own pace, but smile. Enjoy the simple blessings. Enjoy the company of your friends. I understand why, people go for oneers or whatever they call it. I don't know what you all call it, right? I understand. Sometimes it's just to take a ease off, because we are human at the end of the day. And many of us toil. Many of us hold it together under tremendous pressure. Many of us repeat and keep going. Special, blessed good morning to everyone who has head out already and who heading out to work, to school. Blessings to the working man and woman, right? Men and women. We live in that type of society where everybody, all hands on deck on the plantation, and until we reconstruct and we give more leverage and we adjust our society to one that is more caring and more understanding towards the family and towards living. This is what it is, and we have accepted this. Some of us challenge it, some of us complain about it, but we have to find ways to actively work towards making it different, to make it better. Because as we can see, and as I go through the news every day, we acknowledge that it's not all right. It's not all right. So there is work to do. Special good morning, right? We thank God for this opportunity of life, for another Friday. We take the opportunity to praise the Almighty in words, in actions, in spirit. We thank Him for every single blessing. And we thank Him for the challenges as well. And the strength to overcome those challenges. Straighten your back, right? And man up and face it. Face life with a smile. laugh through the downs, whatever you think is a down. Laugh through it, and through the ease, because sometimes things are a little easier, or the blessing or whatever. Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks to God. All right. A lot always in the news, and of course we had a nice discussion yesterday about PSA and this 10% that is being realized. Right, 25,000 workers set to benefit. People smiling already. Some people anxious about the further payments after the 23rd, etc. And that is a win and a blessing for the people. Let us share in that, share in the joy of others receiving, regardless of if we receive or not, right? Let us share in that joy. And of course, the PSA standing firm, with Ms. Thomas insisting only cash for back pay. That will be sorted out, I'm sure, right? It has to be sorted out. And we wish workers all the best. We understand the economic conditions as well. It is not a government that is antagonistic towards labor. Labor is part of government, and I'm sure what is reasonable and sensible for Trinidad and Tobago will also be achieved. We look on at what is taking place in the economic environment and obviously the geopolitics in the region, which affect our economics as well. And we pray for the best for those who are in positions of responsibility. I know they are working towards easing up the economic strain that the Trinidad and Tobago is in. It is in their interest as well. I don't think this administration is as comfortable as the last in just telling us, tighten your belt, hold on, it's rough, eat less, this, whatever. I think, and I can see, and I feel that many of them feel more pressure to achieve for Trinidad and Tobago. Many of them carry the burden of this responsibility of bringing Trinidad and Tobago to a better place heavier than those before, who just, their attitudes are, and I remember the former, telling you, well, it's not that I'm bringing improvement to this place, but if you don't, then the next set, and the this, and you know how they are, or whatever. That's not good enough for us as a people, and we have expressed that it is not good enough. We will reject you. We will reject you, and I beg the people of Trinidad and Tobago to have that type of strength in themselves to reject, to course, to speak up. Right? Not just in this time, not in a delusional, non-realistic way, but in general, to have that strength, to have that open-mindedness, to not be rooted because of stupid reasons like race or whatever else. To say, this, we don't like this, this is not working, and this is working. Let us be intelligent. Let us listen to what is taking place. Let us do our little research if we can as well. Let us find people who we can trust to a certain extent, right? Everybody had to take a pinch of salt. Take a pinch of salt with me and all. But let us inform ourselves so that we know how to maneuver and move so that we are realistic. If we have expectations that are not realistic, we burden ourselves with a mindset that we become disappointed. We will become disappointed if our expectations are non-realistic. But we can also drive our society in a way where we want better, and we are willing to also do better. We are willing also, in whatever capacity, whatever efforts we make, to push it a little bit further. And I was sweating last night with my partners because I know to live a little. Live a little. Dance with your children. Run about, play. Live a little. Go have some fraternity with your friends. Take some time, breeze. Take a walk, go on a mountain somewhere. Safe, hopefully, and with God's grace, you will be safe as well. Breathe some fresh air. Take care of yourself. Sometimes do something that you like that you enjoy. It will improve your mental health as well. But I was telling those boys I was sweating with, I say, some of us unfit, all of us unfit, right? But some more unfit than others. I saying, hey, if we keep stopping at the same time early and we don't push it a little 5 minutes, a little 10 minutes, we ain't gonna get fitter. We're not gonna, be able to advance our levels of improvement physically. Plus, I wanted my team to score again and win. But no, in general, you have to push it when you are at that point where you're out of your comfort zone, is a little beyond what is normal. That is where you improve and you build your stamina. And in life, that is similar as well. Sometimes God breaks us, God pushes us, and we have to go and go with a smile till the end. And the rest of the way, even if we fall short, not of effort, but of capacity, He will carry us the rest of the way. So let us be strong. Let us be as strong as we can in these times as well. All right, so some would say the PSA president being strong, right? She's being adamant that cash, all right, and also we have to look at the effect as well that cash might have on the economy as well. I listened to Miss Marlene Atz also advancing that, we run the risk of inflation if too much cash comes out at once. But we will be cautious about that as well, I'm sure. Good morning, brother.
Brother.
Yeah, man, blessings. Welcome.
A morning blessings to you, as for real. Seasons, greetings to you. I now tune in and I hear the advice you're giving. That's absolutely great advice. Really great. Make time for yourself to enjoy life, and in whatever way, shape, or form you enjoy. And it's really great because, in a humble and respectful sense, the work that you do and persons do in terms of like listening to others and you know remaining calm and being able to give some feedback, of wisdom. That had to be a gift, boy. On a real, because not everybody could do that in that way. But great advice you give. In terms of like finding your own zone, so that you could find the same wisdom you sharing. You know, Other persons you could find it on your own too. And so I'll be brief. That's great advice you give, but it's at one point in time in my life I kind of experienced a zone, right? Being in your own zone. You know, in school, I really didn't see the value in like studying hard, you know. But only later on in life when I graduate and I come out of school and I start to work as like, hey, you know, I really seeing it. You know, you go by your desk, you read your book, and you go back to class and you're really in tune in another level with what the teacher saying and thing. And you know, I was working. So it's at one point in time I was working, and then on the weekend I was doing my studies, and then I was making a little time to exercise, and it was really, really a nice feeling, bro. And you know, that's why I kind of so passionate about, you know, having my foundation in place in terms of having a stable job. I know every job I work, I give my best performance, you know. So my supervisor my employer wouldn't have any complaints. And yeah, that's why you know I want to get back to that. So I being humble, I continuing to apply and thing, and but I mean I must respectfully say too, you know, um, we had to identify and respectfully respond to persons who trying to affect you reaching that zone now. So that is the only thing I will add. But season's greetings to you, man, and genuinely keep up the good work you're doing.
Yeah, man, thanks. And which season is that? Time, shadow benny. I take in shadow benny, you know, any day. I love this smell of shadow benny and all. Um, yeah, blessings to you as well. Just running through the news as we head for the top of the hour for the break. Even the eggs are being stolen. I don't know. You know, sometimes headlines are deceptive. Oh, St. Joseph police are investigating a larceny after a Kia K2700 parked in the vicinity of Massey Stores on Celia Street was broken into on Wednesday. The driver of Arena Road reported that he had parked his vehicle on the right-hand side of the street around 12:10 p.m., leaving it unlocked and unsecured. When he returned approximately 10 minutes later, he discovered the door open and 5 boxes of eggs valued at $2,740 was missing. Pressure. You know, I saw a Massey security as well running down a woman who I don't know the whole facts, obviously. Looked as though she may have taken something or done something. And that was concerning to me. And then a little while after, I saw another security guard. So two of them were pursuing her, and she's putting in some pace with her bag, moving. It looked away, and in my mind, I thought, you know, let me stop and let me help, let me pay for whatever it is she has taken up, because it's concerning, and it's sad that people descend to that, and that things are that difficult as well. We take the break and we'll be back.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM for Gospel in the Bone Ministry every Sunday from 7:05 a.m. to 8:55 a.m. for the program God's Last Warning Message. Hosea chapter 4 says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood toucheth blood." Remember, every Sunday from 7:05 a.m. to 8:55 a.m. for the program God's Last Warning Message with Gospel in the Bones Ministry, right here on the Street 919 FM.
Are you searching for answers to life's questions? Those things that disturb and concern you the most? Why all the wickedness? Why the suffering in the world? Will it end? Who is responsible? Well, if so, Join us right here on The Street 91.9 FM every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m. with Brother Samuel Gooding and Roland White, where we open the Bible and find answers to all these things and more. For it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
Playway Parang Payday is the order to win more money for your dollar.
The Playway Parang Payday Draw is the way to win more money for Christmas. If a white ball calls, it's removed from the machine. And when the Parang ball calls, you win 28 to 1 on the base. Plus bigger mega mix payouts. Players must be 18 years and over. Please play responsibly.
Bigger payouts with Playway.
Everybody dreaming of that next winning step. From running a food truck, serving meals on the go, to a whole food chain where your brand start to grow. From staycation, long weekend, same beach, same view, to global destination, first class, brand new. A personal trainer, counting reps on the floor, to be at Jimona, your name on the door. From giving a little heart in the right spot, to donating hundreds to help a whole lot. When you play Lotto Plus, your dreams expanding. Take it to the next level when you start playing. Remember, winners always play Lotto Plus.
Players must be 18 years and over. Please play responsibly.
A Trini Christmas is the best when Lion Brand in the mix. Lion Brand's self-rising flour or baking powder brings convenience to the kitchen, so the work to make the food is easier and quicker. And for Trinbagonians, that makes the mix merrier, because we get more time to line while we putting away the place or painting the steps. With Lion Brand mixes, your black cake, banana bread, and sweet bread eaten just like Grand Union. So grab your Lion Brand this Christmas, because our mixes make it merry. Lion Brand, the power behind our great taste traditions.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday
from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning on the Street 919 FM.
Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
Hi there, I'm Lester Suglal, inviting you to join me on the first, second, and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the fourth and fifth Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
The Embassy Yacht is back and ready to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launched from King's Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars stars, drinks in hand, with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Merry Christmas.
Starting November 1st, we kick off the Parang and Christmas season right here. Ready to hear your song? Email us your request at street919music@gmail.com with your contact number, and you will get to shout out your music on the air.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
And we are back. We'll just go through some of these scripts, of course, right? All the, I know, would be accustomed by now, getting accustomed. Get ready, Tobago. Saturday, December the 27th, 2025. Pranka Lux Events presents Signature, the premium black and gold all-inclusive experience at Fairways Tobago. Early bird tickets are just $700 and are available exclusively on islandetickets.com. That's right, all early birds online only at Island E-Tickets. General tickets will also be available at Fairways Restaurant and Lounge, Pure Vanity Lowlands, and Port Mall, Milford 24 Crown Point, Pablo's Argyle Main Road, and Giral Things Lowlands. Expect elegance, luxury, and elite holiday vibes from 5 p.m. to midnight. For more information, call 336-4355. Signature, premium, all-inclusive, unforgettable. Guess who's home for Christmas? That's right, KFC wedges. Fluffy, golden, seasoned just right, and only $15 for a large portion. It's the perfect snack for your Christmas lime, movie night, or that extra comfort with your meal. Wedges are home for Christmas, only at KFC. It's finger-licking good. Connect your home this season with the Flow Link Up or Link Up Plus plan and get free installation. Or go big with the Link Up More plan and take home a $500 grocery voucher. Offer ends December 31st. Sign up at the Flow Milford Bay Plaza store today. Terms and conditions apply. Christmas Booster. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and Mount Pleasant Credit Union is making your Christmas even brighter. Take a loan this season and borrow up to $200,000. Plus, members with new loans of $25,000 or more get a chance to win a grand prize valued at $25,000. Plus, members with new loans of $25,000 or more get a chance to win a grand prize of $25,000. It sounds too good to be true there, no? So I was wondering if I made a mistake. You make a loan $25,000 or more and you could win a prize of $25,000. To sign up for that loan to win the prize. And monthly grocery vouchers worth $1,000. Don't miss out. This festive offer ends December the 31st, 2025. Call us at 639-8375 or visit mpcutobago.com to apply today. Mount Pleasant Credit Union, making your Christmas dreams come true. This promotion has been approved by NLCB and special conditions apply. So, I was telling earlier, I driving on the road and I saw the little commotion coming out of a little distance from Massey. She already was pretty far away, but she moving with pace. And the amalgamated security guard, the male guard, is somewhat close behind on his radio. I think it was his radio, not cell phone, on his radio, pursuing. And a little way after is another guard trying to follow as well on the phone, probably calling for the police or somebody else. But you know, you can assess a situation pretty quickly by the faces of all the individuals involved and the onlookers and stuff like that. So I presume, I presume the situation. It doesn't have to be 100% correct. But you go into supermarkets as well and you see the faces of people put up. Some obviously are people who repeat offenders, who do shoplift, etc. But some people are those who are, really driven by whatever challenges and desperation in circumstance to take what is not theirs, and I'm not encouraging it, of course. But I would love to see a society where we create a system where there is no need, not need to that extent. If there are people who are greedy, if there are people who are in the habit of taking what's not theirs or don't want to work at all, which there are exceptions, then that's a whole different situation. But everyone at some point in time faces different challenges. Your challenge may not be the challenge that another person faces. It may not be economic, but you also will face a challenge. And how beautiful or wonderful a place can be if there is assistance for you when you find yourself in that challenge and you are not left in a position where you feel so hopeless that you have to take an action that is like that. And we really need to extend ourselves and soften our hearts towards others. Of course, I'm not saying I'm encouraging the worthlessness. There is worthlessness in the society as well. And we need to curb that, of course. But there is also genuine need at times, and there are circumstances that afflict individuals that render them susceptible to making those types of actions as well. And we should really try to meet that. There should be a place for everyone in the society. We should understand homelessness is a serious situation because of the cost of a living space sometimes, and because some people have not been able mentally to cope with whatever they have faced. And we should meet that need as a society, as a country, instead of having the extent of homelessness that we see existing. We should meet that. And I pray that at one point in our country we find that type of behavior where those who are still sound in mind and those who are not so afflicted, can all, through the state, through even our individual efforts, which some people make, provide for those who are weak. All right. Prezi, good morning, brother. Welcome.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, Imam.
Good morning, brother. Morning.
morning, Trinidad and Tobago. And good morning, God. And well, we were up focus. We will get in eventually. It's looking kind of gray. And some, I miss or dust or whatever it is on the mountain. But anyway, it's looking fair enough to start the day. I know it's got it area right now, so people traveling in it. But in my area, Santa Cruz area, like I know all up there, we are not rain yet. So
sun or rain, we doing what we had to do. Sun or rain.
Yeah, but you know, we must give a little weather forecast, you know.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much.
All right, so you started the program nice this morning, and omni-existent to God truth coming to say a little thing there, because you know God and we, you know. Yeah, as soon as we understand about that the nature of things teaches us, you know that God in you, because you didn't create nature. Create nature teaches us, it guides us, and it disciplines us, and all of that comes from the Creator mind, and the Creator mind is what we live from and survive from. So, you start a conversation this morning, and it all adds up to circumstances. The circumstances, and up to the last pieces of statement you even put in the word, you know. Circumstances makes us what we are. It brings us to what we desire to be. It brings us to what we end up to be. It's from experiences, man. I say it from early o'clock. The experiences of nature, out of the existence, the reality that is, that the truth that we gain from the thoughts of the Creator that creates all things. We end up living after the experiences. That in itself, if we understand words, comes from the circumstances that you meet up in your moments of living. Now, many people go to extreme, as you say, in the end, and they to go kill because of circumstances they meet up until they can face the reality of move forward and forget the kill thing, because everybody have a circumstances, everybody have a problem. You know, everybody's sick in this world. Each human being sick, because this life is lived between that. You have all the little ailments, cold, this, that. I could say cold because from cold, you know, everybody just catch the cold. So everybody's sick until death.
They say only mad people look catch the cold. I don't know how true that is.
There are their own different kind of cold they just catch.
Yeah.
And if you watch them good, you're going to see that. Because somebody might not have a no foot and or a hand or whatever it is, and they so feel well they're missing something. But you know it's madness? Madness is a mind that's missing something that's not seen. So he said, you see, what we got to do is to actually realize that we didn't make God create we, and I mean, we just say it's a perfect world, but if you really understand the thing, we are on an experimental stage, because really it's not perfect. If it was perfect, nobody did. Nobody's sick. But Papa God created this thing, and eventually you will die, but you have to live in this. So, but because you know to yourself you're going dead and heck that, you're going to corrupt the place and look to kill one another because of your circumstances. You figure that is the way you should live. These are the things we have to go into to realize what circumstances we're really facing. Why are we facing it? Could we be different in living a better life with better circumstances? Although we know the perils that every human being has to live with. I wouldn't go much. I just bring all the good circumstances for us to bring. I really could understand what we live in. Some people say there is no God. I'm sorry for all of them, because they're being created, and in many cases they say they're lying to yourself. Or if you're saying there is no creator, then you're lying, because you should really say that I am not created. And if I am not created, then you are not existing. So you are a liar to self. Let me live it different and see the truth in life.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do all of that for the Friday. I know Monday, please God, is the next day. I am supposed to come in here and I'm looking to attack no conversation, no politics, but I give only a good piece of analyzation of life. That's my way of life, not politics, but it fits in to what we live in. Thank you, Imam Fuad Abubakar. Thank you, Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you, God, because you know you just give them a good consciousness. You just try your best to my mouth and my soul, and you just give them what they're supposed to get. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much, Prezi.
Okay,
touching on the article with the tourist who was killed in Tobago as well, and every time I look at, because I went into the article to try to see the reasoning behind the action, etc., and I can't, up to now I can't see a motive, a proper understanding of that stupid act. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, Nicola.
Yeah, man, I hearing you. Go ahead. Morning.
Yeah, morning. I was listening earlier on, and earlier on the radio, for half an hour ago, Paula called him, and he was talking to him, and when he finished talking, he said season's written on the ball, what type of seasoning it is. Now, Ford, I have plenty Muslim friends, and I take that out of disrespect, because no, he is a Muslim, but as a Muslim, you know what he mean by that.
Yeah. But that ain't no disrespect, especially if it have a laugh. Well, don't take it as a disrespect. Relax a little bit. I know.
I am relaxed. But the thing is, I just give utmost respect to you all.
But that's a strong word. Disrespect is a strong word. Relax a little bit. Blessings, right? And season's greetings to you as well. Yeah, man. Go ahead. What, I'm sure you have another contribution, man. Anything else?
I just have a good one, man. You did a good job. I just didn't like how you talk to that man there. I said, nah, man. You check for 4 days, boy.
I'm a partner. Yeah, man.
I get man, can get your wife, man. Again, the job there at Wassa, you know, I wish you all the best. Wish you all the best as well, you know. Continue doing the good work, man.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. So no disrespect at all meant, right? None at all. Blessings. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Not too bad at all. And you?
Nice, man. By the grace of Almighty God.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Ford, the question you was asking this just now, a while ago concerning the guy who died in Tobago. I understand the news said is the guy killed the wrong man.
Yeah, something so I saw that first.
Yeah, he took him for somebody else. And took his life. So he lost his life very innocently there. And being a tourist who came into Tobago to spend some time with some friends across there. And this criminal mistook him for somebody else and take the man's life.
Yeah,
anyhow, Mr. Fuad, condolences to his family, though.
Yeah, condolences. Man born to hang drunk. I mean, I guess you know he also says your time, but what a kind of way to go, eh? Right,
what a way.
Yeah. I don't know. That's why I was looking, because I know I saw that little snippet at some point in time, but I was looking to see the development of the story to really understand what's going on. But if you in a truck hiding, waiting for a man, there's our next white man he was going to kill or something, you can't
I don't know. Well, there's a thing about it.
You can't see what could drive you. Yeah, what could drive you? I mean, we have to really investigate the way that human beings think and try to assist to prevent. All you take it easy. Take it easy. Think about it again. Relax. What could really warrant taking somebody else's life and throwing away your life as well.
Exactly.
Is jail a big man, 43 years of age? How old he is? You going to end up in jail for that? Yeah, man.
Yeah. Anyhow, for just two short points. Would like to hear your feedback. And the first one, Mr. Ford, do you think some of these politicians, whether it's the government or either or, you think there's a problem with these governments making promises, boy, before the election that they can't keep? A lot of politicians, when they're campaigning, they say a lot of things, you know. A lot of things. I'll give you this, I'll give you a bridge, I'll give you that. And then when you get in there now, it's something different.
Yeah.
From my point, Mr. Ford, I think Mrs. Bicester should have waited until she gets into office before she make this 10%, because you don't know what you don't know what you're meeting in there. You don't know, because at the end of the day, we was already under economic downfall, right? You don't know what's inside there. So now to come out and make this, yes, 10%, and we go start negotiation at 10% and so on. And then when you get in there, you realize, wait, boy, I thought it had this and I thought it had, as the case may be. We as politicians, they have to be mindful of the fact that they cannot, on the campaign trail, be saying things, and you don't know when you get in there what will be the outcome. And remember, people are looking forward to these things, Mr. Ford.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you promise your child something for Christmas. Again, you're playing, and somewhere down the road, you lose your work, wherever you can't give the child the toy plane again. You say, well, I'll get a little something. The child vexed, you know, because that child looking forward to that plane for Christmas. You understand? So you disappoint that child. You know, so you have to be very mindful of the fact when you're in the campaign trail and you're making certain promises, there are people who's going to hold you to that. Right? And I'm saying that Mrs. Bicester should have waited, because she don't know what the treasury looking like. And my last point, Mr. Ford, Mr. Farley in Tobago now telling people to make more children. I'm trying to understand that, because you say that, you know, some years gone by, you would have gotten 900 to 1,000 children being born. Now you're only getting down to 400. And I'm trying to understand if Mr. Farley knows the pockets of Tobagonians. I'm really trying to understand that, because he's saying making more children will work well for the economy. And I am trying to understand if he knows my pocket, in the sense that I cannot afford another child, or other parents cannot afford another. But you are telling Tobagonians, make more children. It will help build the economy. And I don't understand that kind of logic, Mr. Ford. No, Mr. Ford, great program.
That's an
and do have a
interesting
blessed
one.
weekend, sir.
That's a real interesting one day. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yep, blessings. Yeah, so there is economic benefit and continuity that comes from procreation as well. You need a new workforce as well, etc. And with human beings, there comes a certain level of productivity as well. So that's an interesting one there. Good morning.
Good morning to Trinidad and Tobago, and good morning to the international listeners and the region I call the Caribbean. I like the Caribbean, but than the West Indies. I see so relaxed to say the Caribbean more better than the West Indies or the region. But today's Friday, and you know, you have to give God thanks and praise for long, might be a little days, might be a little sad, but the week is over. We are heading for the weekend. So we have to say, yeah, we have to say, we have to give thanks and praise for to show you how these phones and technology, the thing we can read them out from so far is speaking back to me. I love it. It's
The phone talking back to you, say there?
Yeah, the phone talking back to me.
You have a super smartphone, no joke smartphone.
My fly phone. First thing I want to say to my president, you call me Little Trump. I'm very proud to be having that title here on this program here. Because if you call me a vagrant, then it'll be I go cuss you. If you call me Trump, I go smile, I go shake your hand. Because that blessings may come on me. That billionaire blessings. As you saw the next war again in Africa, as you saw that war in Africa in the Democratic Republican of Congo and Iwer. I want to thank him very much once again for being my peace president. Many hate you, but I respect him, not because he's a white man, because of your policies and what I see your policies is, and I love your policies on them along the line. I don't watch you as a white man. I don't consider you as a white man. I consider you as a brother. I consider you as a human being. And I look at your policies, and your policies, I support the policies, and it could be a Democrat. He could be a Democrat, but the policies I support. No electric cars for everybody in the world. He banned on that. Choose the car you want to drive. You can't put you must want he to pass a law, but only electrical cars. He said no. The people of the world, because America, who don't know America, is powerful. The people of the world must choose the car if they want to drive a gasoline car, a gas car. So if we using and gasoline and them car, so we all and think what we go on. That is what people live off over the world by trade and all kind of thing. So by saying no thinkers for no, so we are against that. We are against that. Man to play in women's sports. My policy, what I believe in. I don't see a man who have tuckets and something big down there playing in women's sports, hitting women from her lash. I don't see a man walk into a woman toilet and remain. I don't want to see that. I against that. So it might be the bad people might be looking at. I think that is more what I now call it. To me, it better. So I want to say to Fali in Tobago, nothing wrong with making more children. It's all good to make children, but if the economy good, you know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that. I see no problem with you saying that. But if the only is because the other day the government of America shut down for about 31 days, and America help the people. They have so much of baby grant, this grant, and that grant, and food. And while the government was shut down, there was independent bodies. People was going for food bags of groceries. By the time the government shut down, they was going for food bags. You know, a reporter asks, I don't time coming to an end. A reporter asks somebody in America what prices. They say prices high. Prices gonna have the person have about 7 bags. So the person how much $56 rice, meat, chicken, pork, all kind of thing. $57. The person say food prices high. I say that is high food prices. When you open the bag, it's sugar, meat, peas, eggs, this, that in the bag, and only $56. But America still want the food price down. So when the government shut down, and I want to tell the people today, it's an important thing in Parliament to take a listen, take a watch. It's a very important bill, the financial bill about the road. Very, very important. Very expensive. Take a listen. So when you look in the bag, you see what kind of thing. But to show that when Kamala Person start the baby grant, every child, mother make a baby, get a little monthly salary and tell the tech themselves. That was a very good policy. It's a policy what I wish that she could bring back. It's a policy I wish she could bring back. And it's policies I deal with. Individuals I don't deal with. Color skin I don't deal with. What going back 100 years, I don't believe in that. What happened 100 years, 200 years ago, everybody done had the land, the spot done mark out, everybody know the sea, in the air, everybody done that. To go on, want to say, that land is mine, like the Russia say, Ukraine, belongs to me. And now China saying, Thailand belongs to me. And very soon, China might take a chance. I do not know. But I don't believe in that kind of thing. Thailand don't have the government, the army, the border. Leave the people them, let people them run the country the way they want it. If China go to invade Thailand, I will stand on Thailand's side because I don't believe that 100 years China saying that, but and my facts, China, Japan, North Korea, South Korea, all of them is one people. Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, all of them is one. All of them is one Indian. All of them is Indian. Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. All of them is Indian, but they separate by race, by Muslims and Christians and Hindus. They separate by race. If you go in India, you can see Muslims, Indians being under attack. If you go in Pakistan, you will see Hindus, Indians being attacked. So you have to know. Pakistan, India, all of us one people. See what we Africa, Nigeria, and all is one people. You see China, North Korea, and all of us one, but that's separate man. Separate us. Man gave us name. Man tell us we have to pay big money to travel. Why is this work supposed to be everybody supposed to have free to be traveling free? Because God make it work for everybody. But this man separate the world. Divide us. That is why India fighting their own people in Pakistan, and Pakistan fighting their own people, but it's only Indians. I want to talk to you, my brother.
Yeah, man.
For giving me this opportunity.
Blessings. Well, you're saying really studying what happened 100 years ago and stuff, but even shorter than 100 years, if you look back at what transpired between Greater India, which was split up into India now, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, you would understand the process of divide and rule. You would understand also what ideologies like your bigger version have pushed through the world, and that is to divide and cause corruption and war for their own benefit, and to ensure that those people do not lift up themselves to find realization of self. There's a saying, if two neighbors are fighting, then trust that somebody visited the day before, right? To cause that bacchanal, to cause the trouble. And that has been the modus operandi of certain powers. And that is the way that they dominate the world. So, I hear what you say. So many times people who claim to be creating peace are the ones who have created the war. Morning. Turn off the radio or come away.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, no problem.
Right. Yeah, morning.
Yeah, morning. Welcome.
Right. I thought the show was going on done,
What show is that? This show?
Yeah, I thought I would not get through. I thought the show was going on done.
Nah, man. It have a few people trying to get through, but once I see you there, I must give you the opportunity. Morning, brother. Blessings.
Yeah, thanks. Right, yesterday I wanted to get through bad, but I was unsuccessful.
Right.
What I was discussing yesterday about the the attack on motorists with the government raising of fines and things.
Yeah, I know you're passionate about that.
Yeah, you see why I always first look at third party. From now, because if they're starting to pop some red flag and causing me to think now that my 100% support now had to dwindle now to maybe about a 60. So
how much? I didn't hear the number. How much you reach now?
60.
60, all right. I remember a couple of weeks ago you was somewhere around the 70, somewhere there. No problem.
Right. Yeah, I reached 60 now. So if they continue going along that road, if they are not PNM with me again, I will just not vote.
Oh, God.
That is where it reached. Because some real important people only keeping an eye. Something going on with you and us too. This phone talking back to me. I don't know what's going on with you.
All right. But we hearing you clearly though. Go ahead.
All right. So here we are looking at. They say that they have a fine for people who using a vehicle for what not it was licensed to. You know who they are attacking the drivers. Right. And the exorbitant fee. Now, anytime you have to go licensing office to do anything, you have to cater for a day. When you could take a day to go there, you have to, sometimes it takes about a month before you can take a day to go there, you know, because you can't afford to go there every time. Why do you look at fixing all these things? Look at fixing the road. The road has some pothole and most of the pothole at the side of the road, so you have to be driving in the center. So you have to be dodging car like when they're playing, you know, like you're playing pitch and you're putting knock out a marble out of the ring. That's why you're driving on the road in the day. You should see about them things. And you know who to me with them most is that the popular right now. Because everybody wants to get rid of the PNM and they're using the popularity to take advantage of poor people. And when coming closer to election, like a year or so before election, they might start to give out some goodies. So they're going on the same road at PNM. And people don't have a choice, an alternative now, because they don't have a third party in place. So they're going to bring back a loser to run things again. So that's how that could be. That's why we have to stop looking at party and start looking at country, and people should be rebelling all now. And you see, this talk show program is a real good thing, and I hope that the politicians will be listening, because although our voices like a needle in a haystack, at least they could hear and take some kind of advice from we on the ground here, because it's very crippled this PNM, and I don't think this PNM will ever come back here. But please, UNC, they're giving PNM a foot inside the door, you know. Careful of what is all they're doing. I want to hear things like down the island, or they take back the property from down the island from the 1%. Take back where the 1% doing down in the west. Hear about all them things and stop looking to penalize poor people. Right? I never give somebody else a chance. I just want to get that inside. But to me right now, I find like UNC starting to swing left, and they will regret it. Let them go ahead. Look, my partner KFC, I am KFC, he on the radio again, cuss all kind of things on the radio. And he's crying in the wilderness for much months now, and I still hear him crying in the wilderness. And people who not supposed to be getting fixed in front of him. That's same boy, but
you're on the next line. Let me hear what he's saying.
Have a blessed man.
You too. You're on the next line. Let me hear what he's saying. KFC.
Blessed morning, forward.
They now calling your name there.
Yeah, don't frighten for KFC PNM. Because I know you have PNM and balling. The government only making promises. So 40-something years under the PNM, there's promises we get in the East-West corridor, because means no better, man. Means no proper schools. Means no proper roads. No good running water. The car simple school like St. Philip. Nelson Street, Piccadilly School, Prince Simon building, the Great Palman, they demolish that building and build it over. So the PNM would like to promise people and fool the people, the government not in power for 7 months, and things getting done. Room in building a day. We suffer for you last night under the PNM. So PNM, Eric, don't worry, don't hurt your head. God is the boss. Go back, congratulations to you and the family, man. Let's keep up the good work. And KFC, keeping the fire blazing. I
Yeah.
don't understand, bless.
Yeah, man. Blessings, brother. Blessings. Good morning. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Ford.
Hey, morning, Mr. West. Welcome.
Yes, I just taken aback with respect to this, the birth rate that Farley is calling in from Tobago. He says that, I think you gave a good explanation with respect to the requirement of a growing population if you're thinking about, economic development. But it has to be controlled, it has to be well planned and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And yes, there seem to be some difficulties, some challenges within the Caribbean because Barbados is faced with the same issue with respect to declining population. And what Mia Motley would have attempted to do by looking at the revised Treaty of Sagamas, she would have made an arrangement with those 3 other countries within the CARICOM, which is St. Vincent, Belize, and Dominica, I think, with respect to free movement, and they would be able to live there and whatnot. Because the population, what they're saying is that you have a school population by 2030. What would happen is that where they have, I think, the school population would be is now 3,000. It would be drastically reduced to about, I think, almost 20,000 people. And yes, you need what is happening. Barbados at this point in time is experiencing a construction boom. And therefore, they have people from the various islands, they invite them to come into Barbados to work and that kind of thing. So it does impact on your development, but it has to be well planned and whatnot. And that happens throughout, because even in England, you have a capping of the birth rate and whatnot, and they are trying to tinker with it in light of what is happening, the economic challenges that they face. Japan has the same thing. And China had I think it was a 2-child policy and whatnot, and now they're trying to encourage people to procreate and probably make more children and whatnot, and that is based on the economic consideration. So yes, you have to look at the population, because what happens is that if you have longevity, somebody have to pay for or sustain those older people. Yeah. And if you don't have people anymore. So all these things, a number of factors must be taken into account. I am no expert, but definitely it is something that, they tinker with.
Yeah, you have to pay attention to the demographics, the trends. And then you have to have a society where you understand what you need to sustain. And part of one of the most fundamental parts of any society is the people. If you don't have people, you don't have a nation. So you have to know what is necessary. You have to know how you are going to drive your country forward or maintain what exists. And in lieu of that, what you find is that you have to import people. There are countries that import people, and that has an impact on your social and cultural makeup of your society. We could take example of Trinidad.
Yes, because you even go back to England when you had the Windrush after the war.
Yeah.
When you had reconstruction in England, and you had the slum clearance and all that, you were moving slums and whatnot. You had people from the Commonwealth and more the Caribbean migrating to Britain.
Yeah.
And so you had construction, you had development, transformation taking place. But you have a problem now. When you have a slump or decline in the economy, a recession, you have massive unemployment because you have a lot of people there you can't provide for their sustenance. And therefore, you remember in the 1960s, you had this guy they called Enoch Powell, because of the economic challenges and whatnot, the poverty and whatnot. After he was thinking in terms of deportation, mass deportation of people from Caribbean countries. And I think it came up even in the 2015 and there with I think it's Theresa May and all these people. They were proponents, and this guy Farage and all these people, They are proponents of that approach in terms of deportation. When the economy gets tight, as it were, or it's facing decline or economic problems on their hand, who pay for it? The migrants.
Yeah, they blame the people who came and built. They blame the people who come and put their backs to the wheel and built. And sometimes the problem is your population who is there before is unproductive. Is unproductive, and they've been being drains on the state as well. I don't want to think about it even in our context, and then you want to blame people who come to work. I mean,
because what is happening now in England is that they are saying that too much welfare and people not working, and they're not working, and trying to reduce welfare and all that kind of thing to those people who are employed. And the fact remains is that the mass of the people who are unemployed are people of color. Yeah. So that is a dilemma that they have to, a conundrum that they have to deal with, you know, and we may have to deal with that too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we have our own circumstances and challenges. That bears some resemblance to that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I want to say before I leave, and I would appeal to the goodly Prime Minister to take a look at that proposal with respect to this licensing matter. I'm not saying that you don't need to control, you know, breaches of regulations and whatnot.
Yeah.
But some of the proposals, they don't seem to be reasonable. And what would happen is this: you don't want at this point in time, this juncture, in this where things are at this moment in this society, to antagonize and provide fodder for the opposition. Yeah. That is all I want to say. So I think I hope that she would look at it and don't fall for those sort of things, because it could only bring about harm. So look at it, review it. Some things are good, other things don't seem to be, you know, in the interest, in her interest, and the interest of the government, as a matter of fact. So take a good look at that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And sometimes it's not just yourself, but those around as well who have an impact, you know. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Hello, pleasant good morning to you, Faoun. I just want to call to give you my condolences. I think it's your aunt who died, not so?
Oh, my auntie passed away.
Your father? Yeah, your father's sister, not so?
Well, you giving me news. I'm not aware, but I'll check on it.
Gloria Philip, the little lady from the UN. She's not your father's sister?
Oh, no. We are.
Oh, sorry then.
We are Phillips, but no, that one is not.
I thought I heard him say that. Anyhow, sorry about that.
Yeah, that's fine. Not a problem at all.
Thank you.
All right, blessings, brother. Thanks for the consideration. Still, we are Phillips, we are Granados, we are Pantins, maternal and paternal. We are Trinidad and Tobago, because we are so interconnected as a people. We started as well. Trinidad and Tobago are talking about, with so many of us migrating as well from Grenada, as my grandparents, some of them, and other places as well. And then, of course, for those who are of the Afro diaspora, we came from Africa. So, and then those who are Indo-Trinbagonians, we have intermixed. So we are all very, very closely connected in Trinidad and Tobago. Maybe it's my family. I don't know, you know, but I did feel as part of the human family and the family of Trinidad and Tobago a certain level of remorse and empathy towards that situation that took place, and to all situations that take place, because there is that common thread that's supposed to bind us all as human beings, and we need to realize it more. We need to realize our commonalities and our closeness, regardless of the divisions. Sometimes people try to put forward to us, because that will breed a stronger, better society. And I laughing with one of my friends, in every single nook and cranny across Trinidad and Tobago, in communities that are predominantly one race or the next, you always find people of the other race there, living comfortably intermixed, intertwined. You always find that. You could go to Mova, Malik, wherever, and you will find East Indian population there. People live in Patna, where all over. And likewise, in areas that are predominantly East Indian, you find Separia, but wherever you could think of, you find Afro-Trinbagonians intertwined, then far more in terms of our intermarrying. Let us, understand the closeness of the human being, right? And respect each other, which is essential. And that's why I don't really take it too much, but I took a little issue when somebody thinking or would put forward that being disrespectful to the guy who say to the concept of season's greetings. For those who don't know, I am the Grinch, right? I don't really like certain seasons as well. The whole heightened thirst and anxiety, the traffic. I sketch kicks with my children. As the Grinch, I would dress up in green and terrorize them in joke, right? But conceptually as well, the lies that underpin certain things as well, I don't like it. The materialism that transpires. So in expressing that, I may say that, but to each his own. And I'm extremely happy for people who choose to maybe commemorate, if it is Jesus, peace be upon him, in my opinion, right? Coming to this earth, I find nothing as extremely good. Don't forget the Jesus in your Christmas, according to his crazy sing now one. Do some good. I love the fact that we make an effort to give. We should give all year round, but for those who do give and not just want, there are positives, the family spirit that exists, and the coming together over the end of year period, holiday or whatever. And we're not getting into the concept too much, because of course that would be another program. And it exists as well with other seasons. So don't get me wrong there at all. But yeah, I am kind of the Grinch when it comes to Christmas. I will give you a gift outside of the period just because of the expectation. I will give you your birthday gift before or after, because why do we put so much significance on one day, and then throughout the year, throughout our everyday lives, we don't share that love and that care and even the gift are giving? I don't subscribe to that too much. Every day, every opportunity we get, we should be kind and helpful and cheery and loving and caring, etc., and giving as well. So that's just me though, but absolutely I have not an inkling of disrespect to anyone and their choices and perceptions, although I may respectfully disagree. especially if conceptually it is not grounded in fact. So, love and respect to everyone. Have a blessed Friday. Live a little for those who need to hear it. For those who just be living a lot, take it easy, right? Everything with moderation. Blessings to Trinidad and Tobago. God willing, we'll be back on Monday. Take care.
And listen to the Master's Radio.
You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern